So the problem that I see them encountering over and over again is cash flow. They're confusing revenue with cash flow. It's not the same thing. No. Revenue is the numbers that you're projecting. It's the numbers that you've sold. Your cash flow is the money that's actually hitting your bank. It's the money that you actually have there.
Yeah, and I mean, if they don't have the systems, right, they probably don't know that until the end of the year when they take everything to their accountant. Because if it's not like directly in front of you, right? If you don't have if you're working off post-it notes and cocktail napkins, right? Like that's crazy. Because at the end of the year, great. We did 5 million in roofs, but we made $20,000 in the bank versus we should have had 2 million in the bank or whatever.
Isn't that sad? Isn't that horrible? They don't know how much money they have. And while they're building these jobs, they're like, okay, we sold this job for $100,000. But during the course of construction, so many things went wrong because they didn't have it under control. They didn't have their operations or their systems in place. They couldn't catch it on the front end. So they're catching it at the end of the year when they're with their accountant. I can't go back to a homeowner and tell them, hey, I misquoted you. You owe me money. Or we did
get
an
another
extra.
10% out of that, right? Or cut me a check.
You can't do that. So that's it. They bled out cash. So that's what they encounter.
So why do you think that is? Do you think it's, I mean, obviously not having the system, but is it because they're so worried about putting out like a commercial bid or something like that to actually get the job that they'll do anything to get the job. But then once they get there, it's like, I didn't make any money off of them. Washing money.
1,000%. They just want to sell. They just want to sell. They want to outbid the other person. They want to throw in extra scope items with that. And it's mostly the sales guys. They just want to get paid. So they're forgetting that, okay, not every job that we sell is profitable. Not every job is a good job. Some of them, they need trust work. You're not a GC, you're a roofer. So they'll sell it. Hey, yeah, I could do your trust work. And now we have to find a GC that's extra money. So yeah, the problem is that they're so desperate to sell.
Yeah. It's like a bleak situation. It's because it's competitive out there. I mean, it's not like roofing is not competitive. Plus you have all private equity coming in, stirring things up. You have tariffs driving the price of steel and all construction materials, even if it's not steel, and that's
Mhm.
getting driven up. So I guess the question would be like, how are you coming in and fixing that, like right out of the gate?
First of all, with the sales portion, I don't deal with the sales portion. What I could do is I could advise you, hey guys, these are things to look out for. You need to train your staff. You need to train your sales guys. You need to educate them a little bit, just invest a little bit more time with them, not just throw them out. Hey, give them a crash course on this is roofing and throw them out there, go sell. They don't know what they're doing. Just train them a little bit.
Does it come down to the estimation too, like of the jobs? Do you think the estimators kind of like lowballing these estimates just to get the job, or is it?
Of course, everyone's lowballing without thinking of the actual cost. Another thing is it's so competitive. So I gave you an estimate maybe 3 months ago. You follow up on those leads because we're trying to get the contract. By the time that roof is about to get put on, prices have already gone up.
Yeah.
So a job that maybe 3 months ago was profitable, barely. Now, when you're putting on the roof, it's not because of
Yeah.
the pricing.
Like, how do you deal with that? Like, how do you pad that in, especially for insurance work? I mean, you don't know. Sometimes the insurance company they drag their feet, especially on commercial jobs. I mean, they're really dragging their feet on those. Is that an issue?
Yeah, the insurance is making it very tough for us. But what the way we handle that is just following up constantly with these insurance companies so they could go ahead and release these payments in a timely fashion. So so it doesn't get dragged out so much. Also, you have to let your clients know that this estimate is only valid for X amount of time and you have to stick to it. If you gave a homeowner an estimate or a commercial estimate, hey, it's only valid for 30 days. After 30 days, we need to go back to the sitting board and let's take down these numbers.